What's up, nerds? Welcome to DNA Pow Block, our all Nintendo show. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and joining me, as always, the nerds from Team Nerd, Kyle Waite.
Hi, guys.
And Edward Varnell.
Oh, no, I'm part of DNA also.
You're part of everything,
I know.
Ed.
It's
like,
just
seriously,
everywhere.
you are everywhere. How have you not... What was that movie? The Transcendence? How have you not transcendenced yet? You're everywhere.
Because you guys
Here's
are
the
my
thing.
bosses, and I love you guys.
Oh, okay.
Like that one commenter said on one of our videos, you know, we do so much together anyway. We might as well just be one team.
I mean, one team, one fight, but separate channels because, you know, you got your stuff you do, I got my stuff I do, and if we put it all in one channel, there'd be like 10 videos uploading per frickin' day. We can't do that. That's too much.
Right.
Is it too much, Kyle?
I mean,
Is it too much? Is it too much?
or is it not enough?
Is it too much? Is it too much? Is it too much?
I mean, I had 3 go up today, and we all see how well all of them did, except for one.
Except for one?
Well, no, I mean, like the Mass Effect one did really well, but
Oh, okay, that's
What
right.
was the other two?
my vlog went up
Oh.
about Gears of War 4.
That's
and
right.
then, last week's NGR radio went up this week.
Well, and then we recorded Podcast Connected today,
That's
even though
true,
it's
we
going
could
through
do.
morning. That's another. We're just doing stuff and things,
And
guys.
then I did NGR next week's NGR radio right before this show with Matt. So
Man, multitasking, getting stuff
See,
done.
and y'all say I do a lot. Shoot,
and I need to edit my Gears of War 4 review. I need to edit my other review that I'm doing.
I need to edit Ed's review because I haven't gotten to that yet.
right. I'm still getting the sad smiley faces.
Ed's all like, "Review, I did it. It's so good. Can you edit it for me so we can put it up on the Team Nerd channel?" And I'm like, "I'll get to it. Get to it." And then life, homework, work,
Look, and then I still don't know what the score is. I'm still waiting. I mean, I know it, but I was just like, I wonder what the score is going to be.
Oh yeah, because that was Ed and I had to sit down, and I was like, "Okay, Ed, real talk. You did your review. I'm gonna do the editing of it, but the Team Nerd channel is my channel. I need to run it as I see fit, and if I do not agree with the score, I'm telling you now, I may shift it up or down."
And I'm completely fine with that. I'm completely.
But now he's just sitting in suspense, like, "What are you gonna score this thing?"
It is so crazy because I was just like I want to watch the replays on Team Nerd, so you guys do check that out. Kyle's playthrough of Titanfall 2. I want to watch it and just be like, is it leading to what it's going to be, or like what is going to happen? But I love you, Kyle. You know.
Oh yeah,
I love
good stuff.
oh my
Sorry,
gosh.
Corey, we just tipped the train off the rails right at the
I
get-go.
mean, I wasn't expecting anything less. So, you know, I want to start the show off. I want to talk about games we've picked up. You know, I've recently come into the acquisition of a bunch of Nintendo games. So, Kyle, did you pick anything up this week?
I mean, as far as games go, I picked up Call of Duty Infinite Respawn, but that's not for Nintendo.
We did connect it already, Kyle.
No, I mean, but I'm just saying, like, that's the game that I've picked up this week.
Messing with you.
Past that, though, like, my Android phone was giving me tons of issues, so my wife and I, we went in and we switched our phones up. So now I've got an iPhone, and the first thing I did,
Miitomo and Pokemon Go.
the first thing I did is I went to the App Store. I'm like, yes, I can get Mario Run now because that wasn't on Android. It's not even out yet on iPhone.
No, it
What?
doesn't come out till December.
Oh, see, I got so bummed about that. I was like,
You
I'm
have
going to have a Mario
you have
game
to
on my
click on
phone.
the app
It's gonna be
and have them
awesome.
email you when it's
Yeah,
ready.
exactly. And that's what I
Yeah.
did. So I set up Notify Me, but it's like, oh my gosh, I was so excited. And then it was like, oh, man.
Which is funny because everybody got happy that it's running off of Unity. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that means it can be ported to 3DS or Switch or Wii U.
Wii U.
I wonder if that's eventually going to be ported to Switch.
Potentially.
I could totally
I mean,
see.
I could see them doing like a little mini game type section, like where you would see Miitomo or Pokemon Go or, Mario Run. So
Shoot. I wonder how many people are going to hack their Vitas to play the game.
I don't know. Vita's still pretty secure. Like it's been hacked once, I think, but I think the newest firmware update they fixed it. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Ed, what did you pick up this week?
I picked up Titanfall 2. You guys could
Eventually,
you have to wait for the review, but it's an excellent game. I also got Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I got Kyle and Corey's shirts and hats from Gears of War 4 and Call of Duty, so
Yes.
I cannot wait to send those off to you guys.
Yes.
I haven't picked up any. I know I picked up Halo the Master Chief Collection a while back, but I haven't installed that yet. Hopefully,
I'll play it with you. We should totally
three-man co-op that.
co-op.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Except
can.
for Halo 1 because we can't.
Oh,
I
you got it,
mean-
Kyle?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm down for that.
The guy that talks about Xbox on his channel. You got that game? What? You have an Xbox game? You sly dog.
Because I really do. I still need to pop it in because I really want to play Halo 4. It gives me so much Metroid Prime feelings. But I think ever since I've seen it, I'm just like, this artwork is beautiful. And
Yeah,
like,
Halo 4 plays really great, so I definitely.
I love Halo 4. Halo 4 is awesome.
So as far as 4-player co-op goes, though, Halo 1 we can't do that. Halo 2, did that bring 4-player co-op or no?
I think
it
know.
was
I
Halo
think
3 that was the first one brought 4-player.
ODST, 4, and Reach all have.
Oh, because ODST's on there too. I forget about that sometimes.
Yeah.
They might as well call ODST Halo Firefly because it's got like all the cast from Firefly. I love it. All right, Nintendo podcast.
Oh, also I picked up Borderlands: The Handsome Collection.
Ooh,
So
that game.
yes, so I got that for PS4. Tokyo Mirage Session, Paper Mario Color Splash.
How is Color Splash?
Oh, beautiful!
Really?
It's really good. It's really funny, really easy to get into. Some people might have problems with it, but I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, because like I've seen mixed reviews on it. I've seen the positive side, and then I've seen the kind of 5 out of 10 meh side of like some of the reviews. So
yeah, but I'm like, it's kind of a kids game that anybody could play and enjoy.
you can review that one for us.
Well, if where
are you going with this, Ed? Where are you going with this?
I mean, I could review it, but it's just like balancing that and Watch Dogs 2 and Final Fantasy 15.
Ed's done for the year.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I still got Persona 5 next year. I got the last Guardian.
I'm doing Persona 5. Don't you dare try to take that game from me, Ed.
Oh, you doing Persona 5?
You can play it, but I'm gonna review that game. I freaking love it.
You know what, Ed? You can do Persona 5 for me, and you can score it however you want.
Oh my gosh, y'all are grounded. I quit. Good night.
Which version are you getting? Are you getting the collectors or just the game? Because I'm getting the collectors.
I want the collectors, but we're gonna have to see how money is at the time because that's gonna be like right after Christmas and right after
during tax season.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely getting it for I'm getting the collector's edition because I got a pre-reserve. That's gonna be crazy because if you're doing Persona, how are we gonna do Horizon or who's doing Horizon? Because
I'll do Horizon too, but like Persona, ever since I was like very hesitant, very hesitantly was told play Persona 4 Golden on the Vita. If you have a Vita, you got to play this game. And I was like, okay, shut up, I'll play it. And I put that game in, and that was another one of the games that like I would have sat down and played the whole thing in one sitting, but that game is so long. Like I had to sleep, but it's so good. So good. So ever since then, I went back, played Persona 3. I tried playing Persona 1 and 2, but they're very, very different. They don't have like the social aspect as much. So Persona 5, I'm super excited.
Yeah. Oh, also, I need to get Dragon Quest 7 and can't wait. While you guys are playing South Park in January, I'll be playing Dragon Quest 8 and Dragon Quest 8 is just so my heart. I just can't take it.
So
Such
Corey,
a great game.
we started here. Here's the hype train. Here's the rails. We ended up. I think we're like out the window a couple miles that way now.
Well, shoot. Look, when Corey posted about who's getting Mass Effect Andromeda, I was just like, please be an April release. I'm already at $700 in video game purchases.
Oh no, there's so many games that are about to hit like at the almost exact same time. It's gonna be.
Dude, the NEX mini system come out this Friday. That's $60.
That's getting bought. That is happening.
I'm buying it. I'm doing an unboxing, and I'm reviewing the crap out of that thing.
Oh heck yes!
I've already got my Wii extension cords from when I needed them from the Wii, so I'm good to go.
That's amazing. See,
I've got a 6-foot cord ready to go.
I'm excited for that system, not only because of what it meant to me. You know, the NES was a great system, and like that just feels nostalgic to me. But I'm excited for it because I'm going to play a lot of the games with my 4-year-old on that. I'm going to teach her how to play Zelda, you know, with the D-pad and the 2 buttons, the easiest way you can. You know, I'm going to teach her how to play these games to where, you know, she's 4, she's starting to understand more controls, but I think breaking it down, keeping it simple, and then starting to bring her forward is going to be the best way to explain it to her, so she's not just thrown off by, well, what do these analog sticks do, and why am I looking sideways? So, I'm excited.
True.
I'm excited too.
True.
Yeah, so that's what I picked up and planning to pick up. But yeah, I can do Color Splash. Just have to finish that game within like 4 days.
Do you have a capture card?
Actually, no, I don't.
Okay.
And I've been looking at one, but I've never ordered one. I never planned. I don't know which one to get because I get like different people telling me which ones to get and look at. I think I got one in Amazon in my wish list, like on hold, but I just gotta find. I don't know if there's a new one that's out that I should get.
Yeah, we'll talk about that offline. We'll figure all that out because that's a whole conversation within itself. Sorry, Corey.
That's fine.
You know you love
here.
us.
I'm just here to make sure the show runs.
It's only your show. Gosh.
It's not like I'm trying to talk about Nintendo here or nothing.
Nintendo going rogue. That's what it is.
Who does that?
It's Nintendo going rogue.
It's true. It's true.
That Pow Block had more in it than you expected. You love us. Okay. Show. It's on the road. Let's go.
So I got a lot of games recently for Wii U. My birthday is coming up soon, and I met my parents at Target one night because they needed help with like shopping and stuff, and they were like, and it was the buy two get one last week. So they asked me, my mom asked me, she's like, "What do you want for your birthday and Christmas?" I was like, "Well, the Switch is coming out in March, but I kind of want to wrap up, getting my Wii U collection together because those games are going to be awfully hard to find after Christmas, because they're not going to produce them anymore. They're not, Nintendo games, some of them are hard to find anyway now." So I was like, well, there's a couple games here that I would like to have, but, it's I don't really care. I don't really need anything. And she was like, well, pick out 6 games that you would like. So I was like, what? She's like, yeah, just pick out 6 games because, you get 2 free, and then I'll just take them home with me and I'll give them to you on your birthday. I was like, sweet. So I got Mario Color Splash, Paper Mario Color Splash. Man, I forget what I got already. I got NES Remix.
Bayonetta 2.
No, I already have Bayonetta 2.
Tokyo Mirage Session, I think you got.
No, I already have that too. Ed, what did I tell you I got? We just had this conversation.
I mean, you sent it to me in chat, but I thought you said Bayonetta 2 and Tokyo Mirage Session.
No,
I swear you said Bayonetta 2 also, Corey.
no,
But
I've had Bayonetta 2. What did I get? I got shoot, Mario Tennis. So Sana and I could play it together. Um, what else did I get? I got shoot. I'm blanking really hard right now.
call up
Dang
your
it.
mom in the middle of the episode. Mom, what'd you get
Should
me for
I?
my
That'd be
birthday?
hilarious. That'd be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
Uh,
Well, anyways, I got 6 Wii U games, and then I've got a couple. I got a couple 3DS games. I got the last Professor Layton game. It was on sale, so I got it. And then I got A Link Between Worlds was on sale, so I
oh,
got
that
that
game's
too.
so good. That game is so good.
So, well, I had it physically, but 3DS, all my stuff is digital on 3DS just because it's more convenient.
Right, right. So
But
you've
like,
already played it though?
oh yeah, I've played it.
Oh, good, good,
I
good.
just wanted to have it again,
Right, right. Absolutely.
especially since my 3DS is going all digital. I wanted to have it on my system. There's 3 franchises I need
Actually,
to have all the games, which is Mario, Metroid, and Zelda. So
I picked up Fire Emblem Birthright. I just remembered that. It's just been sitting there because I've been so busy with everything else.
I got Conquest that's been sitting there since the game came out.
oh man, I
No,
love Fire Emblem. Oh my God.
I want to play it because I've heard amazing things about both of them. I've been so busy with everything else that I
You said you
honestly
got-
forgot that I bought it.
You said you got Birthright, right?
Yeah, my wife got it for me.
Nice. I think Birthright's the best of the
Yeah,
two.
because it's easier.
It's true. It is easier. It is way easier, and you could grind it out to where you can be super overpowered by the time you get finished with it. So that's kind of what we picked up. If I figure out the other 2 games,
It's gonna be middle of the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, it was this.
I'm just gonna blurt it out. I'll be like, ah.
Eureka!
So we're gonna move into our second topic of Pow Block, where
It's been a great show, guys. It's been a
Nintendo's. Shut up, Kyle. The Nintendo Switch information came out about dev kits and the screen size specifically, and what the screen is capable of. The screen is a multi-touch screen that is 720p. Now again,
6.2 inches.
they're all quote rumors. 6.2 inches with multi-touch and 720p output on the screen. It has 4 gigs of RAM, which puts
That's
it at a
double the
little.
Wii U.
It's double the Wii U and a little bit less powerful than Xbox One launch games. So, what do you guys think of this? What do you guys think? Gesundheit.
Bless you, Ed.
Thank you.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, it's the change in the weather, so.
So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about this information that's come out about this?
I guess it's cool. That they have it. Probably could tell what games will be able to be ported to the system. Maybe some one style handed games, maybe from like mobile, are able to come to the system. So, because this Unity is going to be on the Switch, might as well bring some of those kind of mobile style games to it and play it on the go. So, as if we're being for 720p, I think this is acceptable. I mean, it's still going to look good because it's HD. So, I'm fine with that. I mean, that's a good thing.
Cal, what about you?
Well, so like the thing is, at this day and age, everything is at least 1080p. But the fact that this is 720p, like that's fine because it is a 6.2-inch screen. That's still small. It's not going to be like, oh my gosh, it's so blocky. It's still a small screen. It's still going to look good. And sure, your phone screen might look better, but at least it's a powerful device. It's a decent screen. As far as the touch goes, like, I don't know. I could do with or without the touch, honestly, at this point. Like, they didn't show any touch in the reveal trailer, which I appreciated because they were trying to, market it towards our demographic of, the adult gamer on the go, which is great. I like that. But it having touch does bring into question, you know, if they have touch-based games, you're not going to be able to play those on the TV unless they've got other features that are going to be handled that way. And that's kind of something that we'll probably learn more about later. But I could see them using the touch-based on the screen just for, like, easier menu navigation and everything while you're in the operating system, because that'd be really intuitive. It'd be really simple when you're in portable mode, and it'd also be something that could be handled with a controller while it's in its console mode. So
yeah, and the Art Academy series is very popular. Well, for some people, it's kind of popular on 3DS and on Wii U. So to have a game like that on the Switch, on the go, you just feel like drawing, and being able to share with friends and stuff, or just to relax. I think that would be cool to have that kind of touch feature on the Switch for that game like that.
Hey guys, I remember what games I got.
Okay, what were they?
All right, so I got Pokken Tournament, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, Paper Mario Color Splash.
Pokken or Pokken?
Whatever. It's Pokken. I'm gonna poke
Pokemon.
I'm gonna poke you. New Super Luigi U, NES Remix, Lego City Undercover, and Kirby and the Rainbow Curse were the games.
Okay.
Oh, the Rainbow Curse. That's like the sequel to the Canvas Curse from the DS from forever ago.
Yeah. When you first started that sentence, Kyle, I thought there was going to be a real snarky joke at the end of it.
No.
For some reason, that's where my mind went. I thought you were going to make some.
And that's funny.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not, you know, above making a snarky comment, but like, no, I actually really enjoyed the Kirby and the Canvas Curse from the DS days. So I saw that one, but that was after I had already gotten rid of my Wii U. So.
Yeah, the clay animation in that game is fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So, thought you were gonna make a snarky comment. Gosh, who do you guys think I am?
I did.
You know who I am.
Oh man. As for me, in terms of the touchscreen, back to the topic we were talking about. I just went through our whole Facebook chat searching for.
You did.
For that, so
that is amazing. Dedication at its finest. Corey Dirrig, everybody. Round of applause.
I don't care how the show goes. I just need the facts straight. Even if it derails the conversation we're having.
Corey, the conversation has been derailed already. You're good. You're good, bro.
I know. In terms of the NX screen, though, I'm going to be honest. I'm really buying this thing primarily for Nintendo games, and if third parties want to support this thing and I can take stuff like NBA 2K17 on the go with me, or in Final Fantasy 15, or some of these bigger RPGs that'll help me grind through certain areas, and I can just take it with me,
this?
I'll be totally fine. What do you want on this, Kyle?
Persona 5, because Persona 4 was perfect on the Vita. To have the full-fledged Persona game,
I mean, Atlas and Sega, I wouldn't put it past them. It is
exactly.
No, so Atlas won't put it on a Nintendo platform. Atlas
Sega owns Atlas now.
Sega owns Atlas, and Sega has
Sega is like
Sega won't do it. No, because the thing about it is, trust me, because Atlas makes too much money off of the 3DS, and with Shin Megami
Tensei 4. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those games make more money on the 3DS than Persona will on PlayStation. So Persona is.
So why wouldn't they bring it to the Switch? Because the Switch is Nintendo's handheld and console going forward.
Because Atlas makes more money on 3DS than they do on consoles.
But they can't bring it to 3DS. They can't bring Persona 5 to 3DS, and the 3DS is going to go away.
Well, Persona's never been a multi-platform game, and so
they have Persona Q on the 3DS right now, which is a mashup. It plays like Etrian Odyssey, but it's a mashup of the Persona 4 or the Persona 3 and Persona 4 characters. They do have Persona on the 3DS,
but that's the only one.
I mean, but it is there.
I mean, but it's a side game. Like for their main Persona games, they're going to keep that on Sony. They're not going to bring that to
We'll see, but I would love to see it on the Switch, because I think a game like Persona is amazing on the go.
Literally, if Atlas did do that, they would make double the money of what they did on PlayStation for Persona.
I bet that, dude, that would sell Switches in Japan.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
sell Switches in Japan. I mean, I'm already gonna buy a Switch because I want to have one. I want to be in the know. I want to know what it's all about and do the reviews on it when it comes out. But like, if I wasn't sold on one already, and they announced Persona 5, I'd be like, oh well, day one, right there, let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Just give me Monster Hunter 5, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate.
I mean, that's coming. Like, even if
I
it's not
wonder-
4 Ultimate, it's like going to be 5 or something.
My big question for this thing though is like, is the box gonna have extra processing power?
I don't
Like,
think so.
I mean, I'm not saying it is, but if it's gonna produce a 1080p picture, I know that could just be a scaling thing.
Mhm.
I mean, I know that, but if it's gonna produce a 1080p picture, and it's gonna, I just wonder if it's just gonna have like a little bit of processing in that unit.
Well, I think since the game's running off a cartridge, and that may
Yeah, that's
help
true
it.
too.
Compared to it being like a disc-based game. Like
Well, I
your
think the
Xbox One
thing
and
too,
PS4.
though, is if you've got the system and it can naturally, natively produce the 1080p graphics, that's great because I'm sure it can because the architecture of the Tegra chip that they're using that's very similar to the NVIDIA Shield console. NVIDIA Shield console can do 1080p graphics as well, no sweat. So what I see the 720p screen as is that's them compressing the image down a little bit to save battery life while you're on the go.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, and I kind of think that like, I kind of think that the 720p, I bet the screen can do 1080, but it's just downscaling to 720 to save battery because
yeah, exactly.
that's what our phones do. So I don't know. My mind is just kind of all over the place when it comes to this.
I still say if Nintendo snagged any kind of game that would make the Switch to really sell, if they snatch League of Legends, it's a done deal.
Man, but you can't do League of Legends on the
Yeah,
Switch.
I don't
You
think
can't.
that's
Like
it.
PC games are their own beast, and that's not going to work on the Switch unless all of a sudden you get a mouse and keyboard attachment too. Because like there's so many macros and different things, and then like players set up their own custom key settings and everything.
But would it still work if it was touch based?
I don't think so. I really don't think so. It wouldn't be the same competitive edge that you can get on a powerful processing. You don't even need that much power for League of Legends.
Yeah.
But if you've got your high end gaming mouse that has the precision and everything, you've got your tactical keyboard that's got all the it wouldn't be the same competitive experience because touch is so different of an experience, and it's also got that delay of it needs to receive the touch, it needs to understand what's going on there. It just wouldn't be possible on the Switch. Like,
do they even have League of Legends on mobile, or is it just PC only?
It's just PC.
It's just PC only.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think they could do some interesting things with that box, like in terms of just minor processing things, like the way that games are going to scale from Xbox One to Xbox One S to Scorpio. I think that a little bit of processing in the box wouldn't hurt it, but at the same time, it's Nintendo. They want to sell things at a profit right off the bat, and I kind of think that they'll do that until their next thing comes out. But next, I want to talk about there's been a few games shown in that trailer, a few Wii U games, upgraded Wii U games, presumably Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon. But the Wii U has a ton of games that are great games that a lot of people miss simply for the fact that they don't have a Wii U. And I think Nintendo kind of wants to capitalize on that great content that people missed out on. So I kind of want to go through and see what games you want to see ported in like maybe the first 6 months of the Wii U, the Wii or the Switch's life cycle.
Yep.
So this is so easy. Of course, Bayonetta 2 is in the Blade Chronicles X.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I would love to take X on the go.
Like if you want a long role playing game, that would do. And to see what they accomplished on the Wii U and upscale it for Switch. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you might as well
really
just
fun.
you might as well throw Twilight Princess HD and the Wind Waker, and you might as well throw those two on there also. Like
Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna say.
I could totally see Twilight Princess coming over, honestly, because of that, just for the simple fact that Wolf Link amiibo works with Breath of the Wild, and if you don't have Twilight Princess HD with that amiibo, you don't get the Wolf Companion, and that's like the thing that excites me most about this game. And that's why I'm playing through Twilight Princess again right now, so I could level up that stupid amiibo. Sorry, got excited.
Yeah, but those definitely Bayonetta 2 has to come. If they plan on Bayonetta 3, it has to come. It has to be not. For me personally, it now has to be on the Nintendo platform. It can't be on nothing else because Bayonetta 2 was so well designed and actually gave Shovel Knight competition for Game of the Year. So I mean, it's a great beat 'em up, great combos, and fantastic, funny story. And before they release a 3 on Switch, hopefully they do. They straight bring 2 over.
What about you, Cal?
Well, so I mean, I've been watching a lot of videos that people have been putting up about the Switch. You know, ours being the best, obviously, because it's us.
Obviously.
I mean, you know, I'm not biased there at all. But I've seen a lot of
no derailments on our Switch conversation.
Never.
No.
We don't do that.
No Xbox or PlayStation or Destiny talk on our Switch.
Do we talk about those things? No, but so basically, I saw a couple of videos that the same person that originally leaked most of the specs, most of the stuff that was going on, that's the quote-unquote verified source that's been leaking most of this, that person again went on and said that there's going to be 3 launch bundles. One of them's going to be at $260, one of them's going to be at $300, and one of them's going to be at like $320 or $340.
Oh yeah.
So one of them's going to be just the basic bundle, one of them's going to be the new Mario game bundle, and the high price one is going to be the Zelda bundle. So I'm sure that's going to come with some sort of amiibo or something.
Mm-hmm.
But like that excited me. And then they went on to say that, you know, we are going to see, they're not going to be true sequels. They're going to be director's cut versions of Mario Kart, Splatoon. I think they said, what did they say? They said Smash Brothers, and I think there was one else that they said. I can't think of what it is. Was it Mario 3D World?
I don't think so.
I don't think it's Mario 3D World, but I know it was like another.
That'd be great though, because that game's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, so
I
there's
just
going
want
to be
them
like
to
those
port all the
director's
Wii U
cuts.
stuff to Switch, and I would just rebuy
But see,
it.
like what I personally really want to see is, of course, I'm going to buy Breath of the Wild and be playing that day one. But when I finish that, I still love having the Zelda games, and I would love to see like a Zelda collection where they do bring, you know, the Wind Waker HD, where they do bring Twilight Princess HD, and then even bring in like Switch versions that are, I don't know, upgraded versions of Link's. Gosh, I can't think right now. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And
Link's
then
crossbow training.
No, Corey, bad. Sit in the corner.
That's true. I would say retool Skyward Sword.
Yeah, and that's something that I would love to see done, is retooling Skyward Sword so that I can play it without doing the waggle motions and everything. I also really want to see, and I know this is going to be ridiculous, I want to see Metroid on the Switch within the launch window, but I don't want it to be Metroid Prime right away. Like, as much as the Metroid Prime games are great, I want to see a true side-scrolling Metroid game in full gloriousness that's kind of like how Metroid Other M was, but just don't do the cutscenes, don't do any of that. Give me a game like Metroid Fusion, but with Switch graphics and engines and everything, and just make it gorgeous.
Go past Fusion, just say Metroid Zero.
Well, I mean, Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission were wonderful games. So,
Yes.
I mean, I would love to see a true side-scrolling Metroid again because I think as good as the Prime games are,
Mm.
I will always love the side-scrolling Metroids over the 3D World Metroids. So, I mean, that's just me though. The other thing that I would really love to see on the Switch, it was, like I said, rumored, but Smash Brothers. Even if it is just a director's cut with like all the character DLC built into it or whatever, I want to see that because that right there is like your Nintendo party game, and that itself would lend perfectly to the hey, you take this half of the Joy-Con, I'll take this Joy-Con, and two people on one screen right there just playing Smash. Like it just makes so much sense to me. And then whatever else that
Shoot.
they bring, I think the only other thing I need to see them do is I need to see them do like uh shoot, what was it called? I think you guys just mentioned it. The Xenoblade Chronicles X, is that what it's
Yeah.
called? Yeah. I
Uh,
need to see them do something like that just to show that they're willing to bring in a huge RPG and they're willing to bring in like all this, even if it is just a port or a remaster, an HDified whatever of it, like I want to see them do that to show that they are catering to everyone. Does that make sense?
yeah.
So,
True. Heck, go GameCube. Give me Soul Calibur 2 HD. Uh give me Beautiful Joe compilation. Like if y'all have to go back to the
Resident Evil
GameCube.
4 HD.
Oh
I could
goodness.
totally see Resident Evil. I could totally see
See, the thing
like
is, the
all the
Resident Evil
HD
4
remakes
has
coming.
been re-HDified so many freaking times that I don't care about that game anymore. But at the same time, I feel like they're gonna do that.
I feel like Capcom would be doing Nintendo fans a disservice if they didn't bring at least Resident Evil HD, Resident Evil Zero HD, and Resident
Yeah,
Evil 4 to the Switch, just
yeah.
because all
Well,
those games debuted on the GameCube,
past
and like
that
they
though,
totally skipped Wii U.
like the GameCube library, I want to see that in the eShop, because that would make perfect sense on the Switch on the go. So that's all for me though. Like that's really the things that I want to see is I want to see like a GameCube eShop section with a lot of games in it at launch, and then from there just those few that I mentioned.
Yeah, I want to. In terms of like games, I want to see ported over. Like, yeah, I would love to see Bayonetta. I would love to see Xenoblade Chronicles X. I would love to see uh, Mario 3D World. But if we're getting a proper Mario game, then they don't need that.
Right. Or
Uh,
maybe like
Right.
not right away do like a Mario All-Stars with all the 3D Mario games in it or something like I that'd be awesome.
You know what?
yeah,
I'll still take Star Fox Zero mission. Or
Zero.
yeah, Star Fox Zero. I would take that and put
I
that
heard
on.
that game like tanked, not even like score wise, and like nobody bought it. Is
yeah, I
that
don't think anybody really bought it.
Some people did buy it. It did okay for sales, but a lot of people just complain about the controls. Look, like I said, if you thought No Man's Sky was problematic,
1% of the original player base is still playing that game?
exactly.
1%. Oh my days.
And at least people who played Star Fox Zero said that they kind of had a little bit of problems, but they did enjoy the game. They didn't get as much hell as uh um the West End
No Man's
game.
Sky.
No Man's Sky?
Yeah, No Man's Sky got. So
Well,
so
see, the problem with No Man's Sky, though, was that Sony themselves hyped it up so much. They're like, guys, this is it. This is the game of the future. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. It's out. Nobody likes it. Oh, yeah, we knew that wasn't going to work. That was bad. That was bad on their part. Like Sony tried to just brush it. Mm-mm, no. Mm-mm.
No.
oh
I don't think Star Fox had like as much of that hype. Oh gosh, it sucked. No, we're just not gonna. That wasn't us, guys. Like, sure, there was some initial hype for Star Fox, but I don't think it was as built up as this is gonna be the game.
right. They'll keep Devil's Dirge will not come to Wii U. I mean to Switch, so we don't have to worry about that.
I still think that game, even though it's so bad, is going to be worth something someday, just because it was
Oh
so
yeah.
short printed. I wish.
Uh, what's the Black Maiden one?
Oh, the Fatal Frame one that
Fatal
never
Frame
got
one.
released here.
That would
It's only
actually be cool.
digital only.
I think that would be cool for Switch.
I think it would be cool too, except for the fact that it's one of the games that relies so heavily on the gamepad because the
Okay.
gamepad is your camera.
Oh,
So
I know
like,
what game you guys are talking about.
yeah, it's the Fatal Frame game that came to Wii U, but you know, every region got a physical copy except for the
Except
US.
for us. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Because I actually really wanted that. And like I might download it eventually, but I really wanted a physical copy because Fatal Frame 1 and 2 on PS2, like when I lived in Columbus in the dorms, like my roommates and like people would come over and we would just like turn all the lights out and just try to walk through that game. It was
Was Fatal Frame the game that like tried to mess with you while you're playing? Like it would tell you that your controller is unplugged
That's
when it was
Eternal
off.
that's
Darkness.
Eternal
That's what.
Darkness.
Okay, because like I knew there was a game I think that was on GameCube where like
That's
I was
it.
walking down the stairs and I should have stopped. My character just kept going like, "What is going on? Oh my
It's
gosh, what is going on? Did I break it?"
the sanity
Remember
effects.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
gosh.
Eternal Darkness.
Remember in that game when like you got to this point in your like you know, you we would all play we were still playing on like tube TVs back then.
Right, right.
And like everybody's volume looked the same and it was just that green bar and it turned your volume all the way down while it was like glitching out your screen.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually got the screen where it says my memory card was erased.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yup. No, and it would do that where your controller was unplugged. The only way you could get it to work again was you'd have to plug it into Place 2 or something. That that right there is immersion. That is game design that like, yeah, sure, it's taking you away from staring at the screen, but it gives you the chills and it gets you like, oh, what is going on? It's all around me. It's gonna get me.
And I'm
Yeah.
sorry to say, that's the game that really made Silicon nice. I know people love Legacy of Kain, but it was Eternal Darkness that like made Silicon Knight the company
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that
Oh
it
my god.
should have
I
used to
miss
be.
that company. Like Legacy of Kain and Eternal Darkness and
Can you
like
imagine if they like super HD remastered that for the Switch?
Oh,
Eternal Darkness,
Like
it's a Nintendo property. Nintendo owns
right,
the
they could do
property.
that. So, like, imagine they actually hardwire things into the Switch where you're playing it portable mode and it's turning the volume down on you, like in real, and then like it's reconnect Joy-Con R, and you're like, okay, it's working now. You know, like that'd be the coolest thing ever.
I literally would freak out and just be like,
Ed would be like, ah, oh, I broke my Switch.
oh no, I'm not gonna do that because my Switch would be laying down and I'll be playing with the Pro controller, the Switch Pro
Oh, okay,
controller.
okay, okay. So I'd be throwing his controller in the air then.
And
Oh
they'd be
man.
like, "What did y'all do with this game, Nintendo? Because I already won't give you Game of the Year for this game. Like,
Oh my gosh.
if they bring out an Eternal Darkness HD or even a sequel to Eternal Darkness, oh goodness,
See, the thing
I
is, like,
can't.
I am horrible with scary games. Like, I mean, if you guys seen my Outlast 2 Let's Play, like, I wish I would have had my camera working for that because I jumped 20 feet in the air. I'm like, oh shoot, you know. So I want to play that, an HD version of Eternal Darkness. Like, and
Oh,
I would love the crap out of that. As much as I know it would scare the crap out of me again. Like, oh my gosh,
I mean,
oh my
and
gosh.
I kind of would like maybe. Well, some people might not agree, but Zombie U maybe or a
I
sequel to
mean,
it.
like they did bring that without the touchscreen integration as just Zombie to the PS4 and Xbox One, so
Yeah.
possible. I don't know. Oh, all right, Corey, what's next, bro?
That was kind of the end of the road, but we can talk about one more thing. What's what's one game that you want to see on the Switch in the future? I talked about this a little bit on the Pow Block Pixel episode last week. Uh, I kind of did a mini episode last week while I was sick. But what's one game? What's one game or franchise you want to see on the Switch, and how do you want to see it?
I mean, for me, the easy answer is Pokemon because that to me
Pokemon Company has to make a console Pokemon now.
See, but that's the thing is if they do make it on the Switch, that right there confirms that this is the Nintendo handheld going forward because they've said they're only going to make handheld Pokemon games. And what I want to see, I don't want them to change anything that they're doing. I mean, everything that I've seen for Sun and Moon looks amazing. Just use the Switch, engines, use the better graphics, and make it play like that, and I'll be perfectly happy with it. The other answer would be Fire Emblem, just because Fire Emblem games are great, and I know I haven't touched Birthright yet, but I do want to play it, and I was super excited when Wifey got it for me. So that's the franchise I want to see. The other franchise that I would like to see come to it that isn't Nintendo, I want to see Call of Duty come to it, not so that I can play Call of Duty on the go or on the Switch or anything, but because if a company like Activision will bring Call of Duty to the Switch, that's just, that's good news for third-party development and everything. So, I mean, those are my quick answers.
Oh, I already have. Can I give 3 just like Kyle?
Yeah, I know you said 1, but we break the rules.
Everybody should already know. If you haven't read my Twitter, I want Titanfall 2.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Such a good game.
I literally want that game for Switch.
I would love to see that game come.
Oh my god! Well, if we're just talking about any game we want, I want Gears 4 on this thing. Dang it!
Oh goodness, I cannot handle a Gears of War on Switch.
Oh, you know what? You know what would be sweet though? Like that game Ironfall for 3DS? They could totally make like a real Ironfall game for Switch because that's a Nintendo property.
I think I remember what that one is.
It was like a free to play game where like they let you download the first level of the campaign and the multiplayer for free, or you could pay $20 and download the whole campaign. And it was a straight up Gears of War game for the 3DS.
3DS.
Dang, that's actually kind of cool.
Oh my gosh, it was awesome. It didn't control well, but it was cool.
I mean, I wouldn't imagine that it would control great on the 3DS, but
yeah. Well, I got the new 3DS and I was trying to use the nub as a stick, and it's not good for a stick.
I know this is gonna sound kind of weird, but I would love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Turtles in Time, the arcade version, to come.
No. Not arcade version? No, the Super Nintendo version.
If they retooled the Super Nintendo to play like the arcade version, I would be down. But if not, then I'll take it.
And you got me so excited, and then you tore me down in one foul swoop.
Okay.
You hear his voice, Ed? Ed, do you hear his voice? You're making him sick. Listen to that man's voice. Listen how stressed you made him.
Let's go with Super NES then, because that's the one that I did play a lot. Was the Super Nintendo one. So that one. And I want to see Animal Crossing. I would love Animal Crossing to return to.
They've got all those amiibo cards that nobody bought. They need to.
Oh, the amiibo cards are flying. Trust me. You might think they're not flying off. Those amiibo cards been flying off the shelf.
Aren't those randomized too? So you can like end up with duplicates. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
people come in and I would love to be like, treat Animal Crossing almost like Pokemon Go, and like integrate probably like Google Maps or something.
Yeah. Well, they might do that.
That's going to bring in more features that like we don't know if the Switch has or not. Like we don't know if it's got 3G or 4G or whatever connectivity, for 24/7 connection. We don't know if it's got GPS built in. We don't know that yet. So like, I don't want to talk about any features that I would like to see it like have in certain games because I don't want to be hyping myself up for, hey, I can play Destiny anywhere that I'm at on Nintendo's network for $15, a year or whatever they're going to charge, like, or $50, not 15. Because like, if Nintendo brought out like they're like, hey guys, you can play on our network for free, but if you want to play on our network while you're away from home using our infrastructure, whatever, 4G, whatever, $50 a year, $60 a year. Heck, I'd pay $100 a year to Nintendo to be able to play any of my, multiplayer games anywhere in the world. Like that would be amazing.
I would do that. I literally would do that.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of multiplayer games, now, Ed, I know you're going to get really mad at me.
Uh-oh. Here comes the salt. Here comes the shade.
But just wait till I'm done. Just hear me out.
Mhm.
Okay.
Destiny.
No. Well, yeah, I do want to see that come to Switch, but that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say a Metroid Prime. A Metroid Prime.
Federation Force.
Yeah, well, just hold on.
I'm
getting
listening.
I'm getting there. I want a Metroid Prime game for Switch. Okay. I want a campaign similar to the GameCube games. You know, I love those games dearly. Give it modern first person controls though. You know, let that right stick be the camera. Give
Let
it
it feel
the
like-
modern controls. Let it feel like a first person shooter, but still keep that exploration, Metroid-esque type stuff.
Like what game first person shooter wise would you most want it modeled after? Like Destiny or like
Oh,
Call
no.
of Duty?
I think it could be more like Halo,
No.
like Halo 3 or 4.
I'm telling you, Corey, right now. Once you play Titanfall 2, you would think Respawn made Metroid.
Well,
Titanfall 2 is amazing.
I don't know if I really want Samus to move like that though.
But it
I might.
so.
See,
I mean,
but
it
like-
feels good though.
With the jump kit and everything from Titanfall 2, like I could see that being a very natural evolution of how Samus runs and moves.
That's true.
You've already got
you're right.
the jump spins, so you do your main jump, you hit that double jump, and she does the little morph ball spin thing, and then like wall running with Samus. Yes, please. Like I could see that. That would be amazing.
Yeah, now I can actually see that happening now.
And then you've got for Titanfall 2, you've got your left bumper or your L1, if you will, for like your ability. So at the beginning, that's invisibility. Later on in the game, they switch it up and change it to different things, which I'm not even going to talk about because spoilers. But oh my gosh, so I could see them having like whatever Samus's special ability at the time being, tied to that L1 button. I could see that. That's a great point, Ed.
Yeah, I could see that. But regardless, just give it like that modern first person shooter feel. Maybe Titanfall, maybe something else.
Corey, look, I'm not mad at you. I've literally put on Twitter. I was just like, Respawn, get with Nintendo and do Metroid. I've been claiming that because
that's not the part I'm afraid you're going to get mad at.
Oh, okay.
Federation Force coming in here for the multiplayer.
I want that Metroid Prime feel for the single player campaign.
Uh-huh.
I would like to see them bring a co-op type experience to Metroid in terms of Metroid Prime Federation Force had a lot of good ideas. Some of it was not executed well. But I think if you did something like that with a firefight type mode from Halo and that the mission structure from Metroid Prime Federation Force and a competitive multiplayer suite where you're always gaining credits to upgrade your personal bounty hunter and your personal suit and your weapons and stuff.
So you're saying like the progression for the character that you play in the campaign and in the multiplayer aspect, is that the same character?
Well, not the main campaign. There's a
okay, because like that's what I was confused on. I was thinking you were saying like Destiny style.
There's a separate co-op campaign. Yeah, similar to Destiny's Strikes, similar to you're constantly getting loot, you're upgrading your gear, you're upgrading your weapons. You're using different abilities to solve different puzzles within this co-op campaign. You also have the option to go into a firefight or horde mode type thing.
I'm not mad at you. I would be down for that.
I'd be down for that as well. I think the one change that I would make to it is if you guys ever played the Killzone Mercenary game on the PS Vita, the multiplayer and the campaign were separate, yes, but the credits, whatever you did in every mode, assisted the other mode. So if you got kills in multiplayer, you were getting credits.
That would happen. Like even if you're playing single player, it's not
your credits that are going to help you towards multiplayer.
Yeah, it's not your multiplayer character, but you're still gaining credits to upgrade.
Then that's awesome. I like that.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I've been wanting that.
I'd play the crap out of that with you guys. Like that'd be the best.
I've been like dreaming of that Metroid game since like Other M came out on Wii.
You know what game that we need to play, guys? Because I've been wanting to play this game, but I haven't touched it because I don't want to play it alone. Because it's only 3-player or it's only 1 player, we need to get Triforce Heroes. because I want to play that,
I need
but
to
I
play that.
don't want to play that solo because then I'm relying on two dummy characters, two
That you gotta
dolls or
use.
whatever.
You're still relying on one dummy character.
Oh my gosh. Don't talk about Ed like that. That's not nice, Corey.
Hold on, let me wait. Let me clutch my pearls real quick.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
But
I love you, Ed. I'm just messing.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah, I get like that's like the one game I think like, it would help Metroid sell better here in the West, but you would still get that solid feel of Metroid Prime that everybody wants. But then you could also bring in the multiplayer crowd to come in and say, oh, Nintendo's got a first-person shooter that I can upgrade my character and take in a multiplayer.
See, here's the thing, man. If they did that right, I would rather play that over Destiny, just because, as much as I love Destiny, Destiny's let me down a lot, especially lately. So the fact that, don't even get me started, Corey. Don't even get me started. But, I love the Metroid series, and, even if you don't play as Samus, if you play as a bounty hunter and maybe you turn missions into Samus, like she is, a new generation of Metroid, if you will, in the same way that a lot of series have been getting that new generation feel. Like if she was like your mentor and teaching you to be a better bounty hunter, that would be awesome. That would be a game that I could be all down for, and I could see myself playing that so much more than Destiny. And I've put over 1,000 hours into Destiny, so. Oh my gosh, you got me excited now, Corey. Make that happen.
Yeah, Corey, I'm not mad. I love that.
The most people when I've talked to a couple other people about this. I talked to the Warp Whistle podcast guys about this once before, and they were one of them was positive and one of them was kind of negative on it. And every time you bring up multiplayer in Metroid, everybody's like, no.
I played Metroid. Is it Echoes?
No.
Echoes is the second one, right?
Yeah, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
That multiplayer is the bomb, biggity. I had so much fun, and I literally laughed.
Well, and when the 3DS came out and they had Metroid Prime Hunters on it, I remember, just sitting around after school with a bunch of people on DS and just shooting the crap out of each other on Metroid Prime Hunters, and that was on the regular DS with you're using the touchscreen as your second stick, and if they can make it work on that, yeah, I mean I'd be down for it. And Corey, I'm still considering getting Federation Force just to play through some of the missions with you, because
I need to pick that one up too.
Yeah, I would totally play through that game with you guys.
We'll shoot.
We got that
two
game
Let's
was fun, but it got too hard. That game got too hard for
a solo player
by yourself. And I'm this game is totally built around multiplayer.
See, and right there, that's 2 Let's Plays on Nintendo now that we need to do, and
I'm so happy because I get my new 3DS on Black Friday. Yay!
Oh, that Mario one.
I'm so jealous of you guys having your new 3DSs, and wifey, we went and picked her up a new 3DS, and I'm sitting here with my 2DS that I'm never going to get rid of because I had to buy the capture card version, and that was the only one I could afford at the time. So I'm sitting here with this clunky 2DS with the capture card sticking out into my fingers, and wifey's got this nice, sleek new 3DS, and she's got this cute pink case for it, and I'm like, how's that feel? She's like, it's nice. I like it. I'm like, yeah, I bet.
Because the black Pokemon for Sun and Moon one, hopefully we still have a lot of them. Hopefully that go on sale for $99.99. I want that one.
Well, shoot, what I think I'm going to have to do is I'm going to buy, because I want the smaller size new 3DS, I'm going to buy one of the black console versions of it, get the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask faceplates that look gorgeous for it, and I'm gonna have that as my personal, this is what I play, but then I'm just going to have to, instead of going digital on my 3DS, which I've been doing, I'm going to have to buy the games that I do want to play, for game reviews or Let's Plays or whatever. I'm going to have to buy those as cards so I can still use them on the 2DS.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yay.
Oh man. Okay, so that settles it. We're gonna play some Metroid Prime Federation Force together. We're gonna play some Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. And I was about to say Twilight Forces here. I don't even know.
Twilight Princess, best Zelda game ever.
Twilight Princess Hero Forces things. Oh my gosh, what will they think of next?
It's Nintendo. They don't have the Switch.
They're about to switch things up.
Oh my gosh! And on that note, I think that's gonna wrap up.
Do you think that's gonna wrap things up there, Corey? Have we had a nice?
I think it's gonna wrap this up. I think we're gonna slow it down with some smooth jazz and
for watching the Nintendo Pow Block.
Oh man, Kyle, plug your stuff.
Plug my stuff? Is that what you said?
I'm gonna slap you.
This has gotten out of control. All right, guys. My name is Kyle. You can find me on Twitter @ my name is Kyle. You can find us on the Team Nerd YouTube channel. Go there. We have the Podcast Connected, which we do with Corey and the DNA Network, which is an Xbox focused podcast. I try to put up 2 videos per day or per weekday at least, so you get Saturday and Sunday off. But come hang out with us there. Subscribe to us there. We're getting real close to that 100 subs, which I'm super excited about. And past that, find me on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Kyle Waite. That is where I play all of my Let's Plays first, and then I upload those later on in segments to the channel. So that's all I got.
Ed, go.
You can find me on Twitter at @ThatRetroCode. You can hear my podcast, Optional Opinion, on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, the Anonymous Radio Network.podbean.com, and other podcast apps. You can also hear my other podcast, World 1-1, on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, archive.org. You can find me on Twitch at The Lyrical One, where I do Let's Learns, where I play games on there, and I teach about them. You can find me on skirmishfrogs.com, where I write a series called The Moment. And then you can also check me out on Team Nerd. Check out some of the reviews that I have doing. I have one called For Record up there, so you guys can check that out. My Titanfall 2 one will be coming soon. It's a TBD right now, so you guys can check that out.
It should be within the week, but I've got so much stuff going on right now. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
You can check Optional Opinion, my blogs, on optionalopinion.wordpress.com and on Optional Opinion on IGN under Anime, ENIME. Coming soon for Optional Opinion, I'm doing recording a podcast about Heavy Rain, and I'll be talking about 2 dads about who have kids who have played that game and how they feel about it.
Jason.
Exactly. You can also find me on DNAnetwork.net. I also write for them. I'm doing 40 days of Destiny, so you can check my first week of journals on that page. They're good. They're good mini reads. Like I try to do it for 3 or 4 paragraphs each day. So I'm going to try to get them up every Sunday. I'm kind of late with this one, but do check them out on DNA Network. But you can also check out more of Pow Block, NGR, and other stuff like that. You can find me on Xbox Live at The Lyrical One, PlayStation Network on Comical, OKAMICAL, and Wii U is Optional Opinion. And then you can find more info about me on my World 1-1 podcast on Facebook.com.
Ed, you were totally transcendencing there. Just you are everywhere.
It makes me feel insufficient as a man.
Right? He's everywhere.
Oh man, you can follow me at Rogue Spartan 4 on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and you can find all of our content on DNAnetwork.net and on YouTube.com/Digital Nerd Advocates Network. Download our podcast, NGR Radio, every Monday, which these 2 fools show up once in a while to talk ridiculous. You can catch Pow Block every Wednesday. You can catch DNA Weekly Strike most Fridays if we have something to talk about in Destiny. I have a vlog going up daily now, so make sure you check that out on DNAnetwork.net and right here on our YouTube page. Like, subscribe, and share. And Kyle, Ed, thank you for joining me. Until next week.
Sorry, we busted the hype train off the rails.
Thank you so much for joining us this week. And until next time, we love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.